so in this video, we are going to talk about rotations in a coordinate plane, which is lesson 3 in unit 2 of geometry here at the best school ever. So looking at this rotation, we just want to list the characteristics. So some people are silly and writing triangle and blue and stuff, but really the main thing is that this rotation is either 90 degrees counterclockwise or, because you can turn either direction, you also could have 270 degrees clockwise. Okay, so a rotation is a transformation that turns around a figure. I can't read today. Remember that a rotation is a transformation that turns a figure around a fixed point called the center of rotation. And a rotation is an isometry, so your image of the rotated figure is congruent to your pre-image. So this is just a picture just to kind of show you when you do have a center of rotation, the segments from your image to your pre-image are going to be congruent to each other. So we want to tell if each figure is a rotation or not. So this one is pretty clearly not. It is a reflection, which you don't have to put reflection, but good measure. B would be a rotation because the blue rotates around to make the red. C would not be a translation because it looks like it just shifted down. So I would say this is a translation. And then the last one is a rotation. Even happier. All right, so unless otherwise stated, oopsie, don't want to add a pen. One helpful thing is unless we say it, all rotations are counterclockwise, which means, in case you forget, counterclockwise is going around like that because you're going opposite of how a clock would turn. And also note a counterclockwise of 270 is the same as a 90 degrees clockwise. So we're going to actually do it. Now, notice with these rules, you've already seen rules like this before. But these ones at the top, notice they are both 90 degrees. It just changes which direction it's going. Gosh, I keep hitting add pen. So if you notice when you have a 90 degree, your X and your Y always swap. So memory trick for you, 90 degrees, swap the position of the X and the Y. And then when you rotate around 180 degrees, you're going all the way around, so your X and your Y are both opposite. So starting with the first one, if I want to rotate 180 degrees, my XY would become a negative X, negative Y. So looking at this, I would have 4, 2. So I'm just changing all the signs of all of my numbers. So this would be negative 4, negative 2. Then we would have negative 4, positive 5, and positive 1, negative 6. So then plotting this, we go 4, 2, J, 4, negative 5, K, and negative 1, 6. Like that. Ooh. So then if I want to draw this rotation, we become negative 4, negative 2, that's J prime. Then we have negative 4, 5, that's K prime. And then 1, negative 6, which is L prime. And so it looks like this. And if you feel like shading, feel free to shade. But this is rotated about the origin 180 degrees. So notice it's basically just opposite. It kind of looks like a reflection, but it is not because notice that this point is lower on this side. So if we're going counterclockwise 90 degrees about the origin, let's do pink this time just for fun. Counterclockwise 90 degrees is negative YX. So we have XY, which becomes negative, oh crap, short-term memory loss, negative YX. Okay. And that happens sometimes, but try and get it memorized because you do have a performance quiz later, just FYI. But whatever my y value was, it's now first, but instead of it being whatever sign it was, it's going to be the opposite. So this -1 becomes +1, and then my x value 2 is my y value. So then I had a 1, so it's going to be a -1, and then 4 becomes my y value, and then I had a 3, so it's a -3, and then I had a 3 for my x value. So plotting these two, -1 gives me A, 4, 1 gives me B, and 3, 3 gives me C. So then when I rotate this, we have 1, 2 is A prime, -1, 4 is B prime, and then -3, 3 is C prime. And notice, it's like I just took the shape and came around to the left 90 degrees. Okay? So then, this is the really short notes, we want to go clockwise 90 degrees about the origin. So since it's -yx, this one's going to be y -x because we're going clockwise. So, oh gosh, I'm just going all over the place. We have x, y, and it is going to become y -x. So, for fun, changing colors, let's do the yellow, why not? So if I have 0, 0, it's still going to be 0, 0. It doesn't matter what order it's in. This one, though, my y value is -1, so I'm going to keep the -1, and then I'm going to change this -4 to a +4. And then this -4 I'm going to keep, and this -4 I'm going to make a +4. So we plot the points. This gives me A. B is at -4, -1. And C is at -4, -4. So then, if I'm rotating about the origin, I'm going to have a point there still. But then -1, 4, -4, 4. So then this is B prime, C prime, and you connect the dots. And this would also be A prime. So notice we rotated this figure up 90 degrees, and that's totally fine. So that is actually all I have to show you. The homework is on page 622 in the textbook. So if you have any questions, let me know. But really with rotations, you're just using the formulas that are at the top of this sheet. So don't let it confuse you. And this is a quick video, so why don't you just click the subscribe button or the like button or something so I know that I'm doing the right stuff. Let me know if you have any questions, though.